But anyways, tell me your dream.
Oh, it's monumental. Huge. It's about the whole state of metaphors.
Hurry up then, tell me the whole story.
Just as I was nodding off, I dreamed that sheep were meeting in assembly on the necks, wearing cheap jackets and carrying tea bags. Then the evening bell started hanging these ships with a voice like an inflamed car.
Yeah.
What is it?
Stop talking, stop. Your dream reeks horribly of tea parties.
And this ferocious dragon was holding a pair of scales and weighing pennies.
Good heavens, she means to do away with our death squads?
Say, why did I put you on government salary since you took our dreams so well?
Alright then, it's time I let the audience in on the plot. But first, I'll give them the following short preface. Don't expect anything terribly grand, or conversely any jokes like from John and Lady. We've got no pair of slaves broadcasting baskets full of candy to spectators, no Professor Naruse in a hairpiece costume, no Euripides once again taking outrageous abuse, and even if Leon had the pure love to shine, we would jab in the same man twice. No, ours is a simple plot with a point. No brainier than you are yourselves, but more artistic than lowbrow comedy. Very well then, that's the master up there. And he's asleep for now. We put our dear old dean under house arrest, and he posted us as sentries to prevent his escape. He suffers, you see, from a bizarre sickness, which no one here will be able to diagnose or recognize unless we tell him. Go ahead, take a guess. Professor Salmons might guess he's addicted to democracy.
Wrong. He's projecting his own obsessions to guess the disease. Where are you, Jay? I'm sorry.
He is wrong, but the affliction is an addiction. The Austin biddies might guess he's addicted to drink.
No, that disease afflicts only gentlemen, and he is no gentleman.
Professor Rudd might have a different guess that he's addicted to
No, it has nothing to do with mushrooms.
You're getting nowhere. They'll never guess the right answer. If you really want to know, then be quiet. I'm going to tell you what the sickness is. It's the addiction to being dean. The world's worst case. That's his passion, being dean. And he groans if he can't sit in his dean's office. At night he gets no sleep, not a wink. And even if he does nod off for the merest instant, his mind's still over there fluttering around his phone all night long. He studies to tweeting that he gets out of bed with his thumbs twitching. When a rooster started crowing after an all-nighter, he claimed that it had been bribed to wake him up too late. Right after dinner, he gets into his suit and bow tie and goes out to stain wash over the province office, clinging to the post like a barnacle. From the sheer nastiness, he refuses every appeal. He's so scared he'd miss a BU alert that he keeps a whole room of iPads just to keep in his house.
That's how crazy he is. And the more you try to reason with him, the faster he runs off to the office or requires you to fill out a form. So you have shut him in behind bars and before so he doesn't escape. That's because his students are taking his sickness very hard. At first they tried soothing words, but he wouldn't listen. Next day, tried holistic medicine, but he burst into the chair's meeting, aromatherapy candle and all.
And after that, we stopped letting him out altogether. But he kept escaping through the gutters again. We stuffed every single peephole with plugs and sealed them in. But he hammered pegs into the wall and hopped up and away like a frog. We countered by locking every window and standing guard all around the house. If we were to give him a BU-related name, it would be D. Lovemore. His student would be Loathemore. But seriously.
Xanthias! Sosias! Are you asleep?
What?
Loathemore.
Run around here on the double. He's got into the kitchen. He's on all fours, scurrying about like a mouse. Xanthias, keep an eye on the sink drain so we can't get out that way. And cover the door. And you, Sosias, mind the locks and the bar, so make sure that he doesn't munch the nut right off the bowl.
Let me out, you utter scums. I've got a case to hear. I can't let all those faculty raises get through.
Would that upset you?
Yes. I once consulted the oracle, and the god foretold that the moment I ever granted an appeal, I'd dry up and blow away.
God save us. What a prophecy.
Come on, I beg you, let me out or I'll explode.
My God, Lovemore, you'll never get out.
Then I'll gnaw through with my teeth.
You haven't got me teeth.
The man's set to commit some awful crime.
Not at all, I swear to God, I just want to sell a donkey at the market.
Couldn't I bargain on your behalf?
Not as well as me.
Yeah, that's right. I'd do even better.
All right, take the mule for me. Wait a second.
What a pitiful excuse, as if we told for that.
As if you could fool me. I'm onto his tricks. Where's that donkey? A wild braying. Guess you don't want to be sold today? Get along, little donkey, unless you're smuggling someone out with you.
Wait a second! Good Zeus! This isn't the real us at all!
What? Let me take a look.
There it is, a regular Trojan donkey.
Who do you think you are?
I'm nobody. Scout's honor.
From where?
Ithacon, son of Escapades.
I'm not letting nobody make an ass of me today. Get out of that costume. Yeah, right. Hey, you nasty bureaucrat.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. I can get you expelled.
Spelled for what?
Dumbassery. Me? Run? Certainly not. I'll have you know I'm well within my sell-by date.
Good one. All right, we ought to hold a kangaroo court for your crimes. All you want, your door's locked. Lock up his cage.
Hey, how'd the roof get a hold of him? Oh God, the man's turning into a sparrow. He's trying to fly his way out. Nobody got a neck? Shoot, back in your cage.
Geez, the graduate students and the trustees will be here any minute to free you.
What are you talking about? He's hardly gone now.
Doesn't
I
matter.
am always at first in office at 8 a.m. with faculty.
It doesn't matter. They're around all hours of the night. Practically sleep in their offices, scavengers, a lot of them. Toting torches, chatting away in Latin. That's how they distract his guards and snatch them away. They're like a bunch of wasps. A hive mind. They're grad students and trustees. They don't want to go to class. They just want to be rewarded with networking connections and all the free food they can scavenge.
I'll cut them with stones if they dare come close.
Didn't your mother teach you how to pelt a wasp's nest? They even have stingers, extremely sharp, sticking out from their rear ends that they stab with and leap and attack at the speed of something fast. And that's just when they're TAs.
Get along, press on, we're almost there, by Zeus. It's almost 5 a.m. So much time wasted on not spending Kilachon's money.
Whoa, Prissy Brown, I'm the bug.
Then hand over the lamp.
How about I hand over his face?
Oh, come on, we're wasting lamp oil. Who taught you to be so wasteful? I'd to bill you for that. Of course, once you students know about high prices.
Go on, read my tuition one more time, and I promise we'll put out this lamp and fly away.
Done.
Maybe without you, if you'll fall face first in the mud.
I'm warning you, I've punished bigger people than that for smaller insults. Now buzz off. We're almost approaching the house now. Where is that lovely Lovemore? Move along, move along.
Will you give us something, Your Excellency, if we help you out?
Of course, dear lad. Just tell me what nice thing you could possibly want. What? A letter of recommendation? The tears of a humanities major? Name it, it's yours.
From you, God no. A transfer, we're sick of your oppression. We'd rather go to Northeastern, or even Boston.
Absolutely not!
For a decrease in tuition at the rate of 3.4% per year.
Look, degenerates, out of that tiny pittance of tuition you pay, I use it to pay facilities, dining services, res life, and administration, and also my massive paycheck. Also, the full-size portraits of myself that line my house. Practically gutting me here.
Tell us then, your
Saw nothing.
from the GSU.
Not even as compensation for food poisoning. Ah, you students are ruining you're running my honeypot dry.
Why do you even let us into you and hear our requests?
Because I'm on a strict diet of nickels and dimes.
Friends, wasps, countrymen, I've been pining for you, listening to you. Up here, what can we do? These three men watch me day and night because I want to be with you. Oh, great thundering Zeus, take pity on my plight. Bake my guards with a blistering bolt.
Just who is he who shoved you away behind the locked door? Tell us, we're on your side.
My very own student, a good-for-nothing undergraduate. But don't shout, please. He's right there, falling asleep, while covering my coop. Tone it down.
Why does he treat you this way? What's his excuse?
He won't let me hear deanly cases or do any harm. Instead, he'd rather have me teach Greek civ till the end of my days.
Well, you better come up with an idea for getting down here behind this man's back.
What? You'll come up with one. I'm down for anything. That's how much I crave to stroll across campus again, tweeting away on my iPhone.
Okay. Is there a hole you could excavate from the inside of your cage and slip out disguised as a worm?
Everything's sealed up. There's not a hole big enough for even a gnat to slip through. You've got to get me my iPhone.
I'll try. It didn't work.
Yeah, I can tell. My best course is to gnaw through the bars like a beaver. I'm through. I have no cheering. We don't want to wake Lovemore.
Never fear, old man. If he wakes, we'll sting him within an inch of his life.
Now catch this rope and lash it to the window frame. Tie it around you and let yourself down. Scuttle like a spider.
I pray to Arachne that I make a quick escape.
Hey, what's going on here?
He's escaping.
What are you doing, you insect? Don't get away. What are you doing? Squash him with a fly swatter. Maybe we started with a mistake.
Hey, wasps, Brown, lend me a hand. Help me before I'm dragged out.
Tell me, why are we waiting to launch the rat? We feel when anyone vexes our nest. Out now, with that sharp temple distinction that we should punish and brace for battle.
And now, on to doing as quick as we can, lads, and run a shot and report to the trustees and tell them to come and confront the man who hates this university.
Wasps, consider the facts, but without screaming.
I will scream by Zeus to high heaven.
I assure you, I won't release him.
Isn't this terrible? The undergrads want to take over. Oh, the humanities.
They really got stingers. Look, Master.
The very ones they used to deflate my GPA.
And we'll destroy you too. Now every wasp wheel this way. Draw stingers in charge. Ranks closed. Perfect phalanx in good order. Full of rage and spirit so he'll never forget the swarm he's angered.
This is terrible. I'm only outfitted with a fly swatter.
Now let our Lovemore go. If you don't, I dare say you'll envy these hoplites their hoplons.
Sick of him, fellow academic professionals, sharp-hearted wasps. Dive bomb his ass. Stab his eyes.
Sosias, a little help here?
Oh,
Hold on to my gun. Don't surrender to anybody. Otherwise, it's no more free pizza and candy for you.
You just won't let me go, you vile animal. Even though I caught you citing Wikipedia that one time and didn't turn you in. But you're apparently too ungrateful. Come on, let me go.
This will cost you dearly. It won't be long now before you know the character of men who are sharp-spirited, righteous, and don't die after just one sting.
Come on, Xanthias, beat the wasp. Beat it with the water. Right out there.
Look back.
Come on, get out of here. No, really, get out. Go. I knew we'd eventually shoot him away.
Don't the plebs see it plainly? How dictatorship has snuck up on me from behind and tried to jump me? Just wait until Common Core makes its way to BU.
Discussion and compromise. compromise with you, enemy of the people, lover of anarchy, promoter of task fail. I swear, I'd do better to write off my professors altogether instead of battling day after day in such a sea of troubles.
Ha! We'll make you sit through all sorts of unnecessary courses. Underwater basket weaving, getting a luggage through 2 chairs, linear aid, soup, salad, dessert, bubble tea, and all the rest. Your present pain is nothing. We'll call you up before the Academic Conduct Committee as a conspirator. Worse, I'll make you listen to an entire playlist of all of my matriculation speeches.
Get off my back! We're here to agree that fighting us like this is a PvP. You see, dictatorship and conspirators everywhere as soon as anyone voices a criticism. Watching the news these days is like taking a class from Salmons, except the grades are easier. It's all my self-esteem. Just because I want my professor to quit his dawn-wandering, nuisance-suing, dean-loving, trouble-seeking habits and live a genteel life like Nikolaev, I get called a conspirator with dictatorship in mind.
Yes, and rightly so. I wouldn't trade my present way of life for infinite insomnia cookies. Champagne and caviar don't tempt me either. I'd much rather sit down to a nice dean's lunch.
Sure, because you're addicted. But if you just hold your tongue and open your mind to what I have to say, I think I'd enlighten you about the true error of your ways.
Being dean is an error.
What's more, you don't realize that you've become the laughingstock of the whole administration. You're unaware that you've been enslaved.
Stop talking about slavery. I'm the master of everyone.
You? You're just a slave who thinks he's master. Describe for us, dear Dean, what profit you get.
Shall we debate? These wasps can be our focus group. And give me a sword. If I lose the debate, I'd rather fall on it.
Tell me, what if you fail to convince the focus group?
Then never again shall I toast to President Brown at the BU pub. Let it R.I.P.
Now the fellow from our school of thought must argue in double pace. See that you turn out to top the youngsters.
Because if, God forbid, he beats you,
Which I will. Get your phones out, live tweet this.
then the whole Graham crowd will get anymore. They'll want us all over town, and we'll never get noticed.
So I call on you to make the case for the whole discipline. Take courage now and throw your whole tongue into the task.
I will indeed. And right out the gate, I will demonstrate that being dean is just like being king. What living thing is there today more fortunate and felicitous than a dean, more coddled or commanding, though old he may be? To begin with, I crawl out of bed to find many men making my appointments for me. As soon as I approach, the department chairman, Stephen Scully, offer their hands, greasing my palm with freshly pilfered university funds. They all beg and grovel, pitifully shouting out their pleas. Pity me, I beg you, spare my department. They wouldn't have even known I exist if I wasn't dean.
Noting that, pocketing money.
Then after I've been supplicated to and had my anger wiped away, I go inside and act on none of the promises I made. I just listen to them spouting away every sort of alibi. Tell me, is there any brand of wheedling I don't hear in the dean's office? Some of them bewail their poverty and go on exaggerating their troubles until they seem as bad as their own. Others tell stories. Others something funny from 45's Twitter feed. Others show memes to make me laugh. And if none of this persuades me, which it doesn't, they start dragging their grad students up by the hand. And I listen while they cringe and bleed like baby lambs. And their first readers implore me for their sake, trembling as if I were a Dewey Filius, to let them keep their fellowships. Isn't this high authority and derision of wealth?
Noting that too, cringe and bleed by all means. Continue your display of corruption.
Well, the nicest perk of all, which slipped my mind, is when I come home with my pay. That's when everybody gives me a warm welcome at the door because of my money. First, my daughter calls me daddy and washes my feet with one hand while fishing my wallet out with her other. And my son fusses over me and brings me a puff pastry, then sits by and coaxes me, eat up, as if I don't know I'd go the same way as Claudius and his mushrooms. But I don't have to worry about any of you and all your papers. So don't I wield great authority, as great as Zeus? I'm even spoken of as a god on earth. For instance, if we're in an uproar, every passerby says, Zeus Almighty, the dean is really thundering. And if I throw daggers with my eyes like bolts of lightning, the chairs say a prayer and shit their pants. And even you're afraid of me too. But I'll be damned if I'm afraid of you.
Never have we heard such clarity and intelligence. You are a very stable youth.
That degenerate undergrad thought he'd be getting an easy A from me. He's off his stride. Your turn.
It's a hard task and one requiring formidable intellect beyond the literacy needed to pull off a comedy reading.
The topic was how I'm a slave. Explain now, these bigger tuition hikes.
Then listen and relax. First of all, calculate roughly, not on your fingers, you need many more for that, how much tribute you get just in tuition from the student body. Then, calculate the taxes and percentages and housing fees and dining plans and confiscations. Our total income is well over 2,000 talents a year. Now take from that the annual dole to CAS, all 30,000 of us. We get, I reckon, the sum of 150 talents to share.
So the pay CAS has been getting doesn't even amount to a tenth of BU's revenue?
It certainly doesn't.
Where's the rest of the money going?
To the BU Hub Bunch, your trustees. You choose them to rule you because you've been buttered up by their slogans. And then they extort 50 talent bribes from the colleges with terrifying threats like, hand over the money or I'll upend your medical school, while you're content to watch your university crumble. They all enjoy Reds, Loose Leaves, Cheeseology, Charles River Bread Company, and Basho, all gratis. And you rule them in name, but not one of them will give you a spoon for your chowder. How's this for sheer slavery? All these guys, along with their flunkies, have offices in Questrom, and fancy mansions, and serious salaries, while you're content if someone gives you a one-course class reduction. By your own hard work.
Is that so? Heavens, what are you saying? You're shaking me to my very depths, pulling me to your viewpoint, doing I don't know what to me.
Then consider this. You could be rich, and all CAS too, but these zoo animals have boxed you in. You, master of a multitude of departments from African studies to zoology, enjoy no reward except for a slice of pizza now and then. But if they wanted to provide for us, it'd be easy. Look at all the colleges and institutes at BU. If someone ordered each one to support 50 students, then 20,000 loyal undergraduates would be rolling in pizza. As it is, you're lucky if there's an ice cream social.
Heavens me, what can it be that's creeping over my hand like paralysis? I can't even hold my iPhone. I've gone limp. I'm fainting. I must retire.
I locked you up because I want to help you, and I didn't want these blowhards to make a chump of you. And now I want to provide you with absolutely anything you want, except Dean's pay and drink.
Don't judge until you've heard both sides of the story. Whoever said that was pretty wise, because in this case you've won my vote hands down. I've slackened my anger, and now I'll throw in the towel, or the suitcase if I can detach it from my body.
Listen to his words, don't be stupid, or too unyielding and tough of a man. I wish I had some kinsman or relative to give me that kind of criticism. Now some undergraduate God has showed it before your very eyes to help the problem, it's clearly doing you good.
That's right, and I'll support it by providing whatever a senior citizen needs. A rule from Panda Express, a cozy cloak or overcoat from the BU bookstore, or just a friend. But I can't help being displeased that he's so stuck he's staying silent.
He's been criticizing himself for the activities he was crazy about before. Or he's just now seen the light and understands that he was wrong not to listen to your past warnings. Maybe now he'll listen to your arguments and agree with his sensible and change his ways from now on and listen.
What misery!
Why are you yelling?
Still what I yearn for is my office. That's where I want to be, or in a faculty meeting, and disregard the voters.
Please, for her sake, listen.
What can you do? Just name it.
Stop being dean.
No!
All right, since that was what you enjoyed doing, stop going to the office, get back in the cage and yell at the slaves.
What's this nonsense?
You'd be doing exactly what you do in your office. Say someone opens the classics library door during class. Vote them a stiff penalty. You know you'd like to. And if you can do this judging in a reasonable way, right here next to the coffee pot. And if you sleep during noon, no problem. Just reschedule the faculty meeting.
I could learn to like that.
That's not all. If someone's making a long speech, you needn't sit there hungry, gnashing your teeth, and the defendant too.
But how will I decide if my mouth is full of bagels?
A lot more competently? You ever taken an exam on an empty stomach? Torture.
You know, you may be winning me over, but there's still one more issue. Where will I get my pay?
From me. I got a reimbursement from SAO. Yeah, it took a few years, and I had to lie about a few things.
Okay. As long as the money comes out of the SAO's first rate section. Need those things.
Then, back in the cage. I'll be back with some furniture.
My, how the student has conquered the master. Well. How the turntables.
Just look. Oh, boy. An armchair, just like the one in the dean's office. And a chamber pot, great. a chamber pot, in case your ass is jealous of the shit you spew from your mouth, and a small fire, and a Starbucks barista.
Well, that's handy. Even if I get a cold, I will still get paid, because I can just sit and slurp. But what's the chicken for?
If you fall asleep while a defendant's speaking, this chicken will crow you away.
Everything's to my liking, except two things I'm still missing.
Two things?
One, a nice, comfortable blue armchair.
Oh. I don't have one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have one?
Yeah.
Oh, great. That's what I was really looking forward to. And also, two, is there any way I could have a plant for decoration?
Right here. Okay, now the sooner you take your seat, the sooner I can call a case.
Call away. I'm sitting here patiently.
Let's see, who first? Does anyone in the department misbehave?
Well, nobody's seen Ruck in a few weeks.
Go to Hades! Imagine keeping a dog like that.
What's the matter here?
That dog Snatcher, Caesar, just darted into the kitchen now and gobbled up a whole box of donuts.
Alright then, this should be the first crime brought before the deed. Xanthias, stay here and arbitrate.
The other dog, Brutus, says he'll be the prosecutor.
Very well, bring him in.
So here, tell him.
I'll fetch the students' files now.
Good grief, you'll be the death of me, procrastinating and wasting the whole day. Call the case already.
Here we go. Forgot the voting rights.
Never mind that. Let's use those coffee cups.
Alright. Well, watch Wasps, fetch fire and myrtle and incense. Silence, please. President Brown, the prayer.
Pythian Apollo, blessed with fair fortune the trial delivered to our doorstep, and may it work in our favor when Rover's rolling is over. Hail, Sidewalk Apollo, Lord, Master, Neighbor, forefront of the forecourt, accept a new right, Lord, with which we launch for our dear Dean. Purge him of an excessively harsh and hard-hearted disposition, infusing his Dean little heart. Like syrup, with a bit of honey, or perhaps non-fat soy with 2 shots of Kerr. Let him now treat people gently, and have more pity and shed a tear when people beseech him, unlike pretty much me all the time. And put away his bad temper from his anger, drawing a sting.
Amen.
If any jurors at the door, let him enter. We'll admit no one else once speeches have begun.
So who's this defendant? He's really going to get it today.
Now all hear the charge. Brutus, the watchdog of the 4th floor of the School of Theology, indicts Snatcher, Caesar, of malefaction and gluttony, in that he devoured a box of donuts all by himself. The present penalty is a collar of impeach wood.
I'd rather throw him off the Tarpeian Rock.
Bring in Caesar.
That dirty scum. He just oozes thief. Isn't that great? He called out a fox name.
Be quiet, Brutus. Take the stand and begin the prosecution.
Queen bees and gentle wasps, you have heard the indictment that I have filed against the defendant. He has perpetrated the most shocking deeds done against me and the whole department. Snuck off he did, grabbed the donuts, scarfed them down under the cover of darkness. But he left his collar at the scene of the crime.
By Zeus, he obviously did it. Just now, he blew a completely honey-glazed belch in my direction.
Further, he didn't share. And I asked nicely.
And he didn't even share with me. I left a bit in my coffee.
Hurt me, Dean. Don't prejudge before you hear both sides.
But it's an open and shut case. The facts spark for themselves.
Don't let him off. Among dogs, he is by far the biggest pig. Sally sailed right around the platter he did and ate the chocolate right off the Boston cream.
And left me without even a munchkin.
Under the circumstances, you must punish him so that my barking won't have been forgotten.
Wowee! What a massive of misdeeds he's denounced. What a thieving piece of work, don't you think, Mr. Chicken? Chamber pot, please.
Really? This right now?
No, it's for Caesar. I think he'll be shitting himself pretty soon.
Do you have anything to say for yourself? Speak up, Caesar.
Cat got your tongue, huh?
Well, I think the same things happened to him that had once happened to the other Caesar when he arrived at the Senate on that fateful day. John suddenly got paralyzed, probably shocked from his friend Brutus backstabbing him. Well, you guys
Really,
are
no
worse. Come on.
one's gonna laugh.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Well, I present a defense myself. It's difficult, gentlemen of the jury, to speak on behalf of a slandered dog, but speak I shall. For all in all, he's a good dog, and he keeps away the rats.
No, he's a thief, and it's his territory.
On the contrary, he's the top dog of his generation, able to control a multitude of undergraduates.
What good is that? If he's in a sugar coma for all those donors.
He fights for you, guards with you. He's an all-around good boy. If he did steal, pardon him. My dear Dean, please take pity on the careworn. Caesar lives here on a diet of giblets and bones and reception leftovers, and he's never in the same place for long. And the other one, look at what he is. A greedy watchdog who demands a share of whatever's brought home. And if he doesn't get it, he stabs you in the back 23 times.
Oh no! What can it be that's softening me? My heart is growing 3 sizes this day.
I beg you, throw him a bone. He has puppies. Don't let his children be featured in those tragic puppy adoption commercials.
Step down, step down, step down.
I'll step down, even though that outcry step down has fooled a great many people. I step down not because you order it, but because I want to.
Ah, how my coffee's cold. I pissed away my better judgment, and all because I took this comfy chair.
Is it not getting off then?
It's hard to say.
Oh, come on, Dean. Turn over and you leave. Take your pedal tight, shut your eyes, rush over to the innocent earth. Even try that collar on it. If the collar doesn't fit, you must acquit. Come on, then. Let me usher you to the urns.
Oh, I don't know what to do. This seems fair.
Prosecute, prosecute.
Ha! You voted for acquittal without even knowing it.
Oh,
The level of voter fraud these days is inspiring. Let's do the count then.
What's the verdict?
I think it'll soon be clear. We have 1 vote for innocent and no votes for guilty. Caesar, you're acquitted.
no, justice.
Oh, God, Dean, what's the matter? You want some water? Dear me.
Tell me, did he actually get off honestly and fairly?
I swear on my student lungs.
I'm done for. How can I live with this on my conscience now that I've let an undergrad off? Zeus Almighty, forgive me. I did it unintentionally. It was out of character.
Don't take it so hard. I'm going to take care of you in fine fashion, Dean, and take you everywhere with me. To dinner at Warren Towers, to UCA events, to underwater basket weaving class, so you can spend your days pleasantly, and no longer can the trustees fool you with their lies. Want to catch some dinner theater?
All right, if you like.
Yeah, we'll go.
Grad students, it totally can't be at this moment because the group dancers failed them.
Now for some marvelous dinner theater.
Been stripped from eye!
Get over it! Oh, sing me a song.
I can't.
Something
I'm
funny.
really sad, you guys.
Oh, come on.
Alright, come on. I don't think so. Pharmacles was my cure at no cost. Now he's off to the west, and I'm lost. My heart bleeds and I weave. His demise, my disease. Now I would that I were Armacost.
Go to the showers!
See what I mean?
Right.
Total hack job. Even I can do better than that. Sad. Little please. Observe. A liver in a grand style. There once was a man named Enos.
No. Not this again. What kind of
of limerick is that? Where are you even from? I don't want to be bought by no small town go-go.
Small town? I hail from the rolling hills of Magnissima Roma.
What?
That's not quite right.
Never heard of it. Even I'm a better poet than that, and I'm an educated slave girl. Look, I'll come work in your house, but only if you're a bigger man than my last master. He was heroic, but not in a good sense. 'Twas that famed Chakravorty in Greek league, known as Alexandriscos, far shrinking, took up legal heuristics and some cunning linguistics, because he needed compensatory lengthening.
Ah, she sounds like a softie. Ugh.
You think you had it bad? My monster was worse. More fierce than them Jove was his thunder, that Gemissus who blast us under, standing pede uno, let the murky south wind blow, because I got to clean up down under. It doesn't really sound like a complaint.
Yeah, I never took my master's crap like that. But, I mean, he was definitely a hard ass. That irascible Arcans and chemo, our self-serving demos he'd beam-o. When the master robbed the leaf, the full cost of the fleet, he consoled himself Ukata-no.
Wait, what? All consoled?
You know, your poems aren't half bad. They really raise my spirit. Ventula. Can you buy them all?
Well, they'll have to accept my instruction.
Bruv, I ain't taking that corruption. It's them against us.
It's freedom or bust! Let's see who needs in production!
Author!
And now, a word from our poet.
Now then, audience, give me your attention. If you like frank talk, our poet now wants to chastise the audience today. That's you. He's a good guy and says you've wronged him, even though always he's treated you well. You've done it by helping other comedians, ghostwriting for campus improv comedy groups, and after that, he took his chances, openly on his own. Tried YouTube for a while, got beat out by Gregory Kerr, and then came to write his own play.
And when he was raised to greatness and honored among you, as no one has ever been, except for Sophie Funny.
Good.
He says he didn't get a big head or post Facebook statuses on philosophical PH, Fridays, PH, or caption Instagram selfies about his recent achievements, #no filter. He's just a high-minded poet who goes after the big issues, democracy, philosophy, the psychedelic effect of late registration times. And he doesn't like douchebags.
And when he first began to produce, he says he didn't attack ordinary people, that is, CGS students. But in the very spirit of arrogance, he came to grips with the greatest monster. Essay. Always staring up right in front to the 45 himself, with the voice of a death-dealing torrent, the smell of the seal, the asshole of the camel, the complexion of stale Cheeto, and the unwashed balls of the Scythian. I've not seen such an apparition like the old 45. Our poet says that he did not get cold feet and take unlimited Christie's chicken wraps from more late night to betray you, but fought just as he fights now on your behalf.
And he says that along with the monster, he came to grips with the shivers and fevers that by night choked your fathers and strangled your grandfathers. College tuition, job market, movie sequels. Oh, the horror. Such a bulwark against evil, such a purifier of the land had you found in him when you came here tonight, and found him sowing a crop of brand new ideas in this play that you've now made fruitless by your failure to understand anything that just happened. Aristophanes throws a bone. Yet over and over again he swears solemnly by Dionysus, nay, by the poet Droegemueller himself, that no one had ever heard him probably closely better than that. So you're all disgraced for failing to appreciate the right way and laugh in the right places. You like it or not?
From now on, dear people, cherish and foster more the poets and comics who seek to find something fresh to say. Use these pages as dryer sheets, and after $2.50 in convenience points, your clothes will be fragrant with the sweet scent of wit.
Spectators, if any of you wonder why we're dressed this way, and wonder what's the point of our stingers, I can easily edify. We, who sport this kind of rump, are the only truly indigenous native Athenians, I mean, grad students. The most virile breed, and one that very substantially aided this university in battle. That time the barbarians came spewing eagles and footballs all over the city and smothering it, intent on forcibly eradicating our eyes. Right away we charged forth with our spears on our rears, and our Perseus Greek word study tool on our bows. We fought them, steeped in bitterly cold spirits, each man standing by the next, biting his lips with fury. We couldn't see the sky for all the arrows overhead, but still with the gods' help, and faint promises of doctorate degrees towards everything we pushed them back. But before battle, a completed dissertation had flown over our troops, and it gave us hope. Then we pursued them, harpooning their baggy pants and greasy sweatshirts, and they kept running, stung in the jaws and the eyebrows. Sorry, it's a lot of text. That's why, to this day, barbarians everywhere insist that there's nothing manlier than a BU wasp, or perhaps a Boston turd.
Looking at us from all sides, you'll find that in our character and our lifestyle, we are, in all respects, most like wasps. First, there's no creature more sharp-tempered that we are when we're irritated. And that's even after 3 cups of coffee and a Red Bull to give us wings. Then again, we engineer ourselves and everything else just like wasps. We gather in swarms in study spaces as if into nests. Some of us are judging in the back of Roman sieve, some before salmon, some in the classics library, packed tight against the walls, hunched toward the ground, hardly moving.
We're very resourceful at making a living too. We sting all the undergraduates and so provide our daily bread. But the problem is there are drones sitting among us who have no stingers, who offer to drop below this grade and stay at home, feeding off the honey of the tribute without toiling for it. And we're very nettled if some draft dodger gulps down our pay when in defense of his university he's never raised an oar, a lance, or an all-nighter. No, I think that from now on, any citizen, bar none, who doesn't have a stinger will not receive dope.
Oh my gosh, are you done yet? Let's continue the story. Daddy, come on, go.
I will never take this dean's costume off, not while I'm alive. You'll never get this bow tie.
You don't seem to want anything nice done for you.
Herc, no. It's never done me any good. Once before, I gorged myself on endless sushi from Basho. Terrible food poisoning. I spilled all over myself and had to pay the cleaner 3 opals.
Anyway, at least try something else on. After all, you have put yourself in my hands for good treatment.
So what do you want me to do?
Take off your dean duds and try on this Canada Goose jacket, more or less.
Educating undergraduates when this one is trying to smother.
Here, try it on. Stop that one.
Oh, what the Hades is this for Herc's sake?
Some call it a Germanic cloak, others call it a pulla, but that's probably too obscure for you to understand.
Looks more like a Questrom uniform.
Please, just put it on. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I absolutely refuse.
And try. Well, I had pants.
Pants?
Yes, I had pants.
Pants? Who do you think I am? Some kind of Persian?
Very well. I'll fix you myself.
Well, at least put a sword nearby.
Why's that?
So when I hate how I look, I can throw myself upon it.
Please, take off those accursed, actually very nice shoes. Hurry up and get into these flip-flops. Or from Converse.
Converse? Why in the world would I want to be Converse?
Any time now, please. Just push your foot firmly in.
It's a crime to make me set foot on an enemy's soul.
No.
There. Now the other.
Hey, there's something in it.
Okay. Well, you have no choice. Hurry up with the boots. Now, step out as the wealthy do. Like this, with a sort of Scooby-Doo swagger.
All right, watch my gait and tell me who walks most like it.
You look like a demented snake.
Actually, I was trying to look like a Western kid. Why are you putting me through all this again?
Because you need to wine and dine the rest of the undergraduates who are still suspicious of you. Now, do you know how to recount impressive stories in the presence of very knowledgeable and intelligent gentlemen?
Sure I do.
What story would you tell?
I've got lots of stories. First of all, about when the Sybil told me no man was wise.
No. I don't want stuffy stories. I want stories with human interest, the sort young startup people tell. Laid back stories, you know, bullshit.
I know one that's very laid back. The one about the Hetaira checking into the motel.
Oh, no. Do you intend to tell sex jokes to gentlemen?
What kind of story should I tell?
Impressive ones, like how you went on an official embassy with Bono.
No, I'm way too young for that joke. I've never been on an embassy anywhere, except to Delphi, that time I met the Sybil, and she told me...
No, forget that. Tell about the time when Britney Spears, also kind of dated, but came to Boston during the circus tour with the deep chest, the hands and the flanks, and those magnificent arms. Yes.
Hold on, that's nonsense. How could Puritan Boston allow that?
That's just how sophisticated people tell stories. Now, tell me something else. If you were drinking with unfamiliar people, what do you think you'd recount as the bravest exploit of your youth?
I know. The greatest of all my exploits. The time I gave 3 core lectures in a row and no one fell asleep.
You'll be in the death of me. Core lectures? No. Tell me how you once hunted exotic animals or ran torch to the Olympics. Something lusty.
Well, I know it was the lustiest. When I climbed inside a mechanical bull and, well, maybe not in Lego.
No. Now, come over here and recline and learn how to be a symposiast and convivialist.
How could I be reclining wrong? Show me.
Graceful.
Like this?
No. Extend your legs and pour yourself out on the cushion in a fluid, athletic way. Raise one of the statues, gaze at the ceiling, admire the room's curtains. There's still something that makes you seem disengaged and mysterious. Then, water for our hands, table served. Now we're dining. Now we're cleaned up. Now time for wine.
Are we dining on dream food?
Imagine. A piper is starting to play. Oh, it's beautiful. Imagine Alcibiades singing the harmonious drinking song. And you're next. There was a man in Athens born.
Whose father a drunken, mother a whore.
When you're insane, we shouted to death. He'll bound to destroy you, annihilate you, and hound you out of the country.
If he threatens me, by God, I'll sing another one. You there, the fellow who seeks the high authority, you shall upend the city yet.